Our first speaker of the day is Andrew Yan, founder of Athena HQ. Athena HQ is a Y Combinator-backed startup that enables brands to understand and enhance their presence and discoverability on generative engines like ChatGPT and Perplexity. Today, Andrew's presentation on Get Your Product Discovered by ChatGPT will help you uncover what affects product visibility on AI-driven platforms. Let's jump right in with Andrew.
Hey, my name is Andrew, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of Athena HQ. Today, I'll be talking about how you can accelerate user acquisition on ChatGPT before your competitors. We're based out here in San Francisco, and we're backed by startup accelerator Y Combinator. We're entering a different era. Traditional search is shifted to social media search, which is now shifting to generative search. And this generational change is going to unlock winners and losers. Search traffic from traditional search is already going down 25% by 2026, and it's going down by 50% by 2028. And we're already seeing some of the losers emerge from here, such as Chegg. Why this is changing? It's changing because users' buyer's journeys are changing in themselves. Whereas before, you might go to Google. Let's say you wanted to find top mattresses for side sleepers. You go to Google, search it up. You would go to one of these aggregator websites like Forbes or Sleep Foundation, and then you would read the articles. You might read multiple of them at once and then make your decision from there. Now what consumers are doing is that they're actually going straight to ChatGPT and getting an answer directly from ChatGPT. And when I say ChatGPT, I'm also including other AI search bots such as Gemini, Claude, Perplexity, and ChatGPT, of course. What this means is that the journey itself is shifting, and the point at which users are making their decision is changing. Here's some numbers about who exactly is using these Gen AI search engines. What's interesting here is that almost across the board, more than half, except if you're a boomer, more than half of the population is already using ChatGPT for recommendations. And of people who make more than $125,000 a year, 92% of them use ChatGPT. And this is what I mean about the buying decision and how that has shifted. Before, we would make queries on Google, and we'll make our buying decision directly from the information we collected from the websites that we went to. Now, we're making our buying decision one step earlier in this process. We're making a decision from the generative engines. And what this means for you as a brand, if you're running an e-commerce store, is that before, SEO was a one-time deal where you could get it done for a few months and then you're done. Now, models change every single month, and there are more and more fragmented model providers. And what you need for GEO, Generative Engine Optimization, which is a term we're pioneering for this new field, what you need is an experimentation platform to help you adapt. And here's a little bit for those of you who are curious about how does the technical aspects of this work. In traditional search architecture, you would just have the index, the Google index. There would be a keyword match based off of what words you would search. And as a brand, as an e-commerce store, you try and match the exact keywords that you think customers might be searching for. And then the output is 10 blue links from Google. Now, it's no longer a keyword match, but rather semantic matching, understanding the semantic meaning of these prompts that users are putting in. And not just that, the output of ChatGPT is not more websites. It's the answer from the content on the websites. What that means for you as a brand is that you need to focus on the content on your websites and how you are appearing on ChatGPT and how you are being picked up. And these are different architectures, and this is a very high level. If you want to dive in deep, feel free to email me. Happy to chat more in depth. And that's what we do at Athena HQ. In this shift from the traditional search paradigm to this generative search paradigm, we help your brand adapt. And we help your brand adapt from search engine optimization to generative engine optimization. A little bit about my co-founder, Alan, and I. I used to be a product manager on Google Search, where I worked on the information acquisition team. And I also did some work for DeepMind's generative media team. My co-founder, Alan, he has been building in the AI space since GPT-2 in 2020, so almost 5 years ago. And we're backed by Y Combinator and also have experience from these cutting edge technology companies which are driving the future. A little bit about why GEO, in case I haven't convinced you already. So GEO is the growth channel of tomorrow. If you think about where traditional SEO was in 2005, or what it was like to be in social media marketing in 2010, that's the state of the world where GEO is today. And with Athena HQ, we help you see how your brand health is doing on GEO, get visibility into how you're performing, help you evolve your strategy as the AI landscape evolves, and a bunch of other features. A little bit about us, what we do. We are a software platform. We have two parts to it. We have a visibility platform and an action center. And rather than having you read through all of this text, let's show you how it works. Let's imagine we're Warby Parker. And we are trying to see how we're doing on these generative engines. What we can do is we can use Athena HQ to see what are the prompts people might be searching us up on with estimated volumes, as well as seeing how often are we mentioned in these prompts that we care about, and the sentiment of, is ChatGPT promoting Warby Parker? Are they saying good things about us? If you want more granularity, you can double click into each one of these prompts and get the exact prompt by prompt answers. So it looks like Warby Parker is doing quite well over Zenny, one of their competitors, I imagine. And what's important here is that there are a lot of data points that you could try and read individually. If you don't have time for that, we have prompt by prompt analytics. So in this case, we help you see for this particular prompt, affordable eyeglasses online. How often is it positive? How often is it negative for Warby Parker? As well as comparative mentions and your own mention. It looks like Zenny is doing quite well on this prompt. That's just one part of Athena HQ. Then other parts include our metrics and overall dashboard. This is for all of the prompts you're tracking. You get this top level analysis on how well you're doing. And a lot of other data points you can filter by date, quite powerful. Not only that, we allow you to take action. We help you find out which sites are being cited the most from ChatGPT, and of course, help you identify, pinpoint which ones should you be reaching out to for, think of it like backlinks, but for mentions. Lastly, we have configuration. You can change your competitors, change your brand profile, and take actions based off of your how well you're doing on these generative prompts. As there are prompts, since Warby Parker is doing quite well, there aren't as many custom actions for them to take. But if your brand is not doing as well, let's imagine you are Mercury, we will actually suggest give you custom content ideas based off of which prompts you're not doing well on, and optimize in the format that these AI understand. Cool. Enough about the platform itself. Let's get back into how we are approaching this new world of generative engine optimization. We believe that the first step to optimizing your website for these generative engines is to be able to measure how well you're doing. And then after you're able to measure, we help you take steps to improve. And we're already uncovering some hidden insights for our customers. And here are some of them. Here's a use case on how you can use Athena HQ to help your brand. So Wizza, one of our customers, is already using Athena HQ as a leading indicator of how well they're performing on top AI search engines. So as an e-commerce store owner or as the operator of an e-commerce store, you might be curious about, hey, I see we're getting traffic from ChatGPT, but what can we do about it? How can we make sure we keep on getting traffic from ChatGPT or Perplexity or Claude? To do that, you can use Athena HQ and get a sense of where are you showing up and which prompts are the ones that are actually driving the traffic to your site. We also help you cover all bases. I'm sure for those of you who are following along in the world of AI, it's changing very quickly. The ground is changing under our feet. And what we help you with is with our Action Center, we help you adapt and evolve as the models themselves evolve. Cool. If this sounds interesting to you, and if you would love to try out the next generation of SEO, you can try us out at athenahq.ai. If you have any questions, feel free to email my co-founder, Alan, and I at founders@athenahq.ai. Great. It's a long journey ahead with this new world, hoping we can be part of it with you, and hoping you learned something and took something away today about GEO, Generative Engine Optimization. Hope you have a great summit.
Thank you, Andrew, for sharing your thoughts with us.